You should not go back.
Hey everybody, and welcome back. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Sam.
And today we are checking Sense8 Season 1, Episode 7 off the Shame List.
Yay!
So last week we watched Demons, which there was quite a bit of anticipation for, and I have to say the comments were wonderful.
I'm genuinely surprised by how much I'm liking the show and how not bad it's been. I was
not bad, he says about a show that all we say is, oh my god, this is fantastic about.
Oh, look. Usually when shows are canceled after 2 seasons, it's an indicator that there's something wrong. Yeah. And the problem with this show is honestly that it's just too good and too forward-thinking for most people.
As far as quality, this show is not lacking.
No, this show is so well done and so well filmed and thought out and scripted and acted. Every part of this show has so far been such a joy to experience. Not only just from a viewer standpoint, but also just from a film student standpoint, which sounds pretentious, and it is pretentious.
It is absolutely pretentious.
But it has been such a pleasure to watch the kind of television that we talked about being important in school.
The kind of thing that you sit in class, you watch one episode of, and you go home and binge because it's so good. It's the one you study, not the cautionary tale.
Yes.
Yeah. I can recall experiencing both in film school. One of the most vivid memories I have, and we have had comments about this show, and I will try to get Sam to watch it at some point because it's fantastic, and that is Orphan Black. I remember watching the first episode of Orphan Black in a class, and I literally went home and binged the entire first season that night. It was that good, and it's the kind of show that reminds you why you fell in love with cinema.
Yeah.
Why you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then you have other things that kill that spirit and make you need those reminders all over again. And this show is a reminder.
This is a joyous thing. This is a gift to cinema.
It is.
It is.
It is. This absolutely is. Well, on the subject of this show just being an excellent piece of cinema and being as progressive as it is, and we say that in the best possible way,
We do.
we got a lot of comments on the last episode about one thing in particular that I had not really thought about too specifically, but reading the comments really, really got me thinking, and I wanted to address it now because it is kind of a theme in the entire show, and that was the workout scene.
Oh! Orgy.
The orgy. And that very, very much was what everybody was building toward the last episode. We all were excited for Sam to have to cover his eyes the entire time.
Intimacy makes me uncomfortable.
Well, that was actually something that we heard a lot in the comments. That was something a lot of people commented, that generally they feel very uncomfortable watching intimacy, which is fine. That's fair. That is a perfectly fair thing to feel watching something like that on screen because it is a very private thing.
Yeah.
But a huge part of that, and this is what sort of the comments got me thinking about, is a lot of times when you're watching something like that, it's voyeuristic. Like, it is made to be dirty and tittillating, and that comes from something that's kind of referred to as the gaze of the camera, both the G-A-Z-E and the G-A-Y.
Z-Y.
No, in this case we are referring to the gaze, G-A-Z-E, as in
The
way that the camera is looking. And that generally refers to the intention behind the camera. It's what the filmmaker, the writer even, wants you to feel when you watch it. And it's the way that the whole thing is set up to make you feel. And a lot of times when you're watching intimacy on screen, it's designed to
Titillate.
To arouse you. And that's what makes it so uncomfortable a lot of the time, is you're just like, this feels weird, this feels icky.
Because who wants to get turned on in a theater with a bunch of other people? That's weird.
That is weird.
It's
and
weird.
Go to jail for that.
Now you can.
Yeah. But overwhelmingly in the comments, what a lot of you said was that it was different watching this. It was very artistic. It felt different, and that was because of the gaze. And that is because it was shot not to arouse the viewer, not to make you experience what they're experiencing, but to just show you a really, really beautiful moment of humanity.
Yeah.
And that is a theme in the show. That is a recurring thing because that's not an uncommon type of scene to have here, but it can be so strange when you don't fully understand the difference of what you're seeing here versus what you might see in something else. But slight film student tangent. For those who are maybe less experienced with film, it may not be as easy to pick up on, but the way that something is shot can make all the difference in the world to the experience. And my favorite example to give is, if anyone has seen the original Transformers film with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, on paper, Megan Fox's character is the most interesting character in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, really?
Absolutely.
Explain this to me, please.
I absolutely will. On paper, if you cut out the movie, if you don't watch it, you just read the script, she's the only one with competence. She has skills. She knows what she's doing. She's the only one who's made legitimate sacrifices in her life. She had to turn her father in for being a criminal, and she spent her entire childhood being carted around to his jobs. She has complexity in her relationships. She won't tolerate being treated like crap. She acknowledges that she has a weakness for hot guys, but when her boyfriend starts treating her like crap, she ups and leaves. And she doesn't tolerate it when Sam, Shia LaBeouf's character, starts doing the exact same thing. She literally walks away. And she's the only one with any technical know-how. And in that final scene, she straps Bumblebee to a tow truck and goes straight into battle. Like, on paper, she's a fantastic character and by far the most interesting. All anybody remembers of that movie is, oh, she was hot. Because the camera saw her that way. Because she was filmed that way. All you remember is the scene of her in a crop top bent over the hood of Sam's car. Because that's what the camera wanted you to see. You don't pay attention to what's being said. You don't pay attention to what she's doing or what she's saying. All you're seeing is what the camera wants you to see. And so that's all you remember. And
wow. I should rewatch that movie.
It's a very strange experience to rewatch that movie with that knowledge because all of a sudden the shots of her become very uncomfortable and you're sitting there going like, wow, like she actually feels more like a protagonist than Shia LaBeouf does.
Well, that's true in every Shia LaBeouf movie.
Fair enough. But I love giving that example because most people have no idea, but you don't realize the difference that the way something is filmed can change what's on paper or just influence the experience of the audience because it is a visual medium.
That's true.
And so something like the intimacy scenes in Sense8 in the hands of another film crew, in the hands of any other filmmaker, could have come across as really trashy, could have come across as really dirty and filthy, literally pornographic. But because of the intention behind them, because they were handled with such care by people like the Wachowskis and JMS and the directors and the actors and everyone involved, it doesn't come across that way. And so even someone who's maybe not comfortable watching that kind of thing on screen can appreciate it more because of the intention behind it. And that's something that is a recurring theme throughout this entire show. And it's another thing that was said a lot is it encourages sexual positivity. It encourages healthy sexuality. And that's, I feel like, such a rare thing to see that it's often hard to articulate it when you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. It was, I mean, I'll be honest, I still couldn't look at it because it's just an uncomfortable moment for me. That's fair. But I did get the vibe from it, from the few scenes that I was able to peek and sneak through, that it was not done in a way that felt sexual. Yeah. Because you're right, intimacy scenes are notoriously filthy, and they are difficult to watch because of their inherently sexualized nature. And this is not that. This was overwhelmingly emotional and at the same time showed the connection that all of them have while still managing to be not about what was happening but about who they were while it was happening.
Because of the comments we got on the last episode and because this subject is so prevalent in the show, it felt important to touch on it and at least dive into it a little bit. So, all of that aside, we do actually need to react to this episode. But yes, I fully admit, I got carried away. This is something I feel very strongly about and I want to share because it is something that a lot of people see but don't fully understand.
Wait. You're telling me that you, a beautiful woman, feels very strongly about being objectified by the male gaze? That's absurd.
Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever.
None at all.
No.
Nope.
Well, anyway, my diatribe aside, we have no actual predictions for what WWNDD stands for.
I can't say that I know what that means. I will say that this episode is, we're at episode 7 out of 10. Mm-hmm. We have seen their happiness, we've seen their connection, we've seen their ability to mend and mold. We have put characters in places where they should be, where they shouldn't be, and we are at a point where right now stuff's got to get real. Mm-hmm. Stuff has got to get real.
Yep.
And so I'm betting that this is probably the episode where shit does in fact go down.
Well, let's see if he's right.
Oh, God, I love being right so much.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Well, on that note, we're going to get into this. And please, as always, don't forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And please leave us a comment because we love reading your comments. We love hearing your thoughts. This show and this community is so, so special. So we love getting to share it with you guys.
You said gays. That's why she's the funny one.
And he's the pretty one.
And this is...
Sense8. WWNDD. Ooh, smart money.
Oh, right. Korean prison.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if anyone could hold their own in prison, it's her.
Oh, 100%. But prison is just not a fun place to be.
No.
Because he got caught hacking the Pentagon during the war.
Why isn't he in jail?
Because I took the fall for him.
Ooh.
I was a juvenile. I had rich parents. I got off with community service.
That makes sense.
Isn't it just the worst thing in the world is the fact that because you have wealthy parents and because you're of a different age group that you can, like, lower your crime? Oh, yeah, and the white thing. The white thing helps, too.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, but at least she's self-aware.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's super important to be self-aware.
Yeah.
Especially if you're privileged. Always be aware of your privilege.
And just to clarify, being privileged doesn't mean that you have not experienced hardship or discrimination. It just means you maybe haven't experienced the kinds that some other people have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is prisoner 773.
No names in prison. You are not a person.
Shamed the father and brother and almost destroyed their company.
Oh. Do they beat her up like American prison?
Well done.
She didn't see that one coming.
Nah, but I like it.
Where's Mike?
It's me. I'm Mike.
Of course it's you, buddy!
Oh my God.
Like a new, hot version of you. Shit.
Oh my God.
It's the best that this character could possibly do, though.
No, it's true. It's super duper true.
It is this character's way of being as accepting as possible.
No, man. And sometimes, like, there are people where it's like, there are certain people that just have a limit. And as long as they reach that limit, we're cool, man. That's fine. I like it. Oh my God.
You're a total fox.
Ah!
This is true.
That's so true.
Not in a degrading way.
Bug.
Right. Business.
God bless him.
This is such a great character. It's been 30 seconds. I love this.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
I love Bugs so much.
Oh my God.
Why are you here?
Because I put rat poison in his bibimbap and killed the motherfucker.
That is how you do it?
I will drink to that.
You worry too much.
Do they, though?
If a photographer comes up or someone that wants an autograph, all Nanda has to do is stand up and glower at them.
The thing is, from her perspective, it's not that she's right, but she doesn't understand because she's not actually living it.
No, it's fun for her.
Yeah.
This is a game for her because she's never in her life had to live with the true fear and terror of what it means to be outed against her will.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, and so it's not that her ignorance is coming from a place of malice. It's just
her intentions are pure.
Yeah.
But her actions are not quite as lovely as she wants them to be.
Oh, exactly. It doesn't make her necessarily a good person, but a good character.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She's a flawed person.
Yeah,
and
which
that
makes her a good character.
Makes her a good character.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, cinnamon rolls!
You are so lucky. You are flying above clouds.
Privileged, not lucky.
Important distinction.
Yep.
I love the cinnamon rolls interacting, though. It's so precious and sweet, and it's such a good reminder that there are wonderful people out there.
Yeah.
This was our first night out ever. Ever. Champagne.
Sam's death meter isn't
Welcome.
See? Telling you the death tingle works. Is that her ski sleeves of an ex-boyfriend?
The one that held a knife to lead up? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Got it. I'm with it.
Import, export.
Import, export.
His nickname.
I want to know what I did wrong and what he did right. So,
I mean, it's mostly because you're a crazy SOB. And
Really
Lito,
that simple, actually.
it really is that. It's simple. Like, girls are allowed to dump crazy bastards.
Never forget that.
Never.
Lito's never hit me.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
That's not fair. This is Mexico. I'm a man. I was raised that way.
Did he just say that? Did he just what?
Now, we acknowledge the point of the show is to appreciate different cultures and to acknowledge that things are done differently elsewhere, but can we all please acknowledge that it is never, ever, 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 under any circumstances, okay to hit your partner?
No, domestic abuse is never okay.
No.
I was raised in Mexico. What a douche.
That's just it. It's making excuses for your behavior. It's finding any way.
Of course, it's never the abuser's fault. It's never the abuser's fault.
And if any abuser ever tells you it's your or anyone else's fault,
lying. It's lying.
It's really not. Anyway, back to the douchemonger.
Ooh, good use of vocabulary.
Thank you.
That's why I'm here.
Sir.
Why?
Because I want to see it for myself.
What?
Want to be a better footballer? Watch the best. What?
I'm sorry, he wants to watch them go at it so he can learn how to be a better baller?
Yes, that's what he wants us to learn. This man is really concerned with self-improvement.
Because you learn how to not hit someone by... You know that meme of that woman looking at all the math? That's me right now. me, like, looking at math.
Trying to find any sort of logic here. I'll spoil this for you. There is none.
Why are you spoiling things for me? You're
It
such a
had to
bad
be
partner.
done. It had to be done, darling. I'm so sorry. It had to be done.
All right.
It was for your own good. We're very aware of our terrible accents. We're not making fun of anyone. We're just having fun.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's it. That's it. Come on. Fucker in good health.
You played that bodyguard role really well. Come here, Whitney Houston.
I'm feeling very Whitney Houston right
I actually forgot that was a thing. I genuinely forgot that was a thing.
Such a gay thing to say. Such a gay thing. Oh my god.
That was Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner,
Kevin
yeah.
Costner in The Bodyguard.
We mixed up Kevin Costner. No, I'm sorry.
Yes, we did.
We did not.
We did not.
Because this is not a we.
This is not a we. Sam mixed up Michael Keaton and Kevin Costner. Fair. Fair.
Yep.
See, the we thing does go both ways.
Mm-hmm. That's why we don't we. We don't bowling, we don't tennis, we don't...
Is that a meme too?
No, that's the Wii game. We don't we.
Oh, that was just a pun. It was just a really bad video game pun.
Yeah, that was a really, really bad... I'm really good. In case you haven't been watching, I'm really good at bad puns.
How are you single? It's not the puns.
Political activist by night. She tried to go straight.
Hey, I would never go straight.
I love how excited Amanita is about this.
Right?
I'm one of those people who's comfortable with the idea that there's more going on in this world that we don't understand than all the things that we do.
100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
100% agree. I'm not saying that God is real. I'm not saying that ghosts are real, but I am saying that we are limited as we are right now.
Yeah.
And there's lots to be explored and explained.
Well, that's why I will never outright say that I'm an atheist, because we don't know. We literally, there, even if it's a 1% chance, we technically don't know.
The technical term of atheist, though, just means that you don't believe in a single God.
That's true. I've always personally identified as agnostic because I don't particularly subscribe to one belief or the other, but I also can't say with any certainty that any or all or none of them are valid in any way. But That's just it. We don't know.
See, I don't believe in a higher power, but I certainly do believe that there are things that our science does not yet fully understand.
Oh, absolutely. That's how all of history works. The reason people invented the Greek gods, the reason they invented mythologies was because they didn't understand how lightning worked. They didn't understand the science of it. And now that we do, we can look at it as mythology, and it's entirely possible that 2,000 years from now, they'll understand things that we didn't understand today.
Yeah.
Find anything new on Metzger?
Checking his travel records, he has been all over.
So somebody actually pointed out in the comments, apparently Metzger in Germany means butcher.
Dr. Butcher.
Literally, the guy trying to lobotomize her, his name is Dr. Butcher.
So there's a hint. But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? It's like in Star Wars, which she's never seen. Shame.
I think I do know what you're going...
Shame. Shame.
I'm going to get shamed until I watch it.
Yeah, you are.
God.
Yeah, you are. But Vader is German for father.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
I did know that spoiler because I do in fact live on planet Earth.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
And Pitch Perfect spoiled that one for anyone who didn't know.
That's the one. Yep.
His name is literally Darth Father.
Yeah. That. There.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Cool. Because Germans have a lot of cool words that we don't.
They
do!
Shouts to Frauen.
Schadenflagen.
I was waiting for you to make that joke.
Just saying.
Watch our Ted Lasso videos.
Hey, you know this dude, 5-0?
Yeah, you do.
Visions of other people in distant places, even in prison, which could perhaps be a metaphor for my situation.
She zooms in on that one.
What were we just saying, though, that we create reasons, or we imagine, not imagine, but we find reasons for things that we don't understand to exist.
Yes.
And so for her, something that we have not delved into too much, but know in this universe is backed by science, something that's happening to them is an evolutionary thing. She is understanding as religious visions sent to her.
Yes.
And it's not to say that there couldn't be anything in there. We don't know. Again, we don't know. But that very much falls into the vein of, well, if we don't understand it, we have to find some reason for it.
And usually people are drawn sort of automatically to the more mystical religious reasons because they tend to be the most comforting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Until you use it to justify homicide and other atrocities.
Yeah.
Then we have problems.
Then it's a problem.
But we're not going to go down that road.
Not yet.
I wish to understand. So help me, Ganesha.
Gods don't give a shit about us.
Oof. She looks so pissed.
Not this again!
she's so mad about it. Oh my god, poor Miss Pharmacology.
And they play it so well. That's why it's so entertaining, is because they just play it so well.
Yes, their chemistry is really good. This is really good.
I asked him to stop my wedding, and he did.
You think he stopped your wedding?
Well, I mean...
Indirectly, maybe?
Kind of. Yeah.
You didn't have to help me. I know.
She found a friend.
It's important. It's nice.
Just playing records for drunk people trying to get laid.
Playing Beethoven is the same, you know. The people are mostly too old and tired to bother with the getting laid part. You make music, Riley. And for a moment, people forget the troubles in their lives.
True.
There's value in that. If you do something that makes people happy, there's no shame in that.
I told Sven I don't care if anybody shows up tomorrow, as long as my daughter's there.
That's so sweet.
Something terrible happens to this poor man. I'm sorry. Something terrible happens to this poor man. It just does. I'm so sad. I'm not going to get attached because it is something terrible. I just know it, man.
You should not go back.
Ooh, who was that? That didn't look like anyone we knew.
Well, we're still recording. We're gonna pause for a second because we just had a power outage. This is the second, Jesus Christ. This is the second one we've had today. I don't know if you guys can see us, or, oh my God. We're gonna have to pause this real quick until we get power back because we don't have any lights.
Sorry.
Sorry. We'll be back in just a second. Oh my God.
One eternity later.
Welcome back. As you saw just a second ago, things went very dark very quickly. We had a bit of a... Literally, not metaphorically.
That's a funny pun.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. But yes, we had a power outage while we were filming. Thankfully, our camera and laptop were not plugged in, so we didn't lose anything. But yeah, we lost our lights. And...
Gosh, and thankfully we weren't some of the people trapped in the elevator.
Yes, that did happen. There were people trapped in the elevator.
Sucks for them.
Yep. Yeah, those poor suckers. But yeah, so we actually, it's what, 2 days later, 3 days later?
Are they still down there? Yeah. Yes, 3 days hence.
Yeah, so 3 days later, we are finally back and able to film again. We were literally not able to finish filming that day because
there was like 0 power, and we went down to the building manager and was like, hey, so power? And they were like,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening.
No. Nice try. Nice try, though. But we are here 3 days later, and we paused it. We are picking up exactly where we left off. We did not jump ahead. This is still going to be our first time watching this. It's just our first time watching the second half of the episode a few days late.
What we? Again with this we.
This is actually a we.
Wait a minute.
No, I have... Okay, well, I meant for the purposes of this reaction.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you've seen this. You know what's happening here. I'm the only one that had to wait.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. But yes, for the purposes of this reaction, we did not skip ahead.
No.
So.
Well, skips ahead.
Anyway, so... Without further ado, we just wanted to let you guys know what happened. That's what that blackout was, and it is a few days later, but we're just going to jump right back in where we left off.
I used to fall asleep at my father's restaurant.
She rocks colors, by the way. Like, she really enjoys color in her wardrobe, and it's nice.
Well, she's got that beautiful, rich, full skin tone.
Yeah.
Makes colors just pop. It's so lovely.
It just washes me out.
And her brow game is fierce.
Oh.
What a beautiful view. What an awesome festival.
They do their big scenes really well. Like their festivals and their huge set pieces, they do really well.
I love the floats. Those are so cool.
Made me a believer.
But you're a scientist.
I am.
They're not mutually exclusive.
For me, science is another language we use to talk about the same miracles that faith talks about.
I like that.
One language makes sense, one doesn't.
Well.
Sense, like quantum physics, like a particle that can be here and not here.
Schrodinger's particle.
This pull between objects.
Oh my God.
Thank God for gravity.
What a line.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Hey, Wolfie, where the fuck are you?
Oh my God.
What?
Aw.
Mood killer.
Bro.
In his defense, there's no one there.
I mean, no, but also, yeah, fair, I guess. I don't know.
Why do you look like someone took a piss in your beer?
Because...
He was having a really lovely moment.
You just stomped on his kiss, bro.
I've been thinking I want to get out of Berlin for a little while. I need to take a trip.
Where?
India.
He needs to go to India.
Yep.
He needs to go.
What did you say last episode? That if you started having visions of peoples in other countries,
First thing I do.
Out?
First thing, man.
Wolfgang's got his head on straight. Yep,
See?
he knows what's up.
Puppy dog knows how to do it. Yeah. Love it. This one looks like a shit stirrer. Why is there always a shit stirrer? Seriously? It's prison. For fuck's sake, woman.
See you outside, bitch.
I don't understand. She just take the woman's completed work, swap it out for her own garbage, and is now just bullying her way to leave?
Yeah.
I expect better behavior. I expect better behavior. It is a whip. That's rude. That's some childish middle school bull.
Yep.
Rude.
On the schoolyard, on the prison yard.
Dad, you came to pick me up.
Oh, how could I leave you alone on your birthday?
Aw, it's her birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
You could have told me.
You know I like my secrets.
She's like her father.
Oh, that's Very different secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll always.
What is this? What is
He was
this?
bodyguard earlier in the episode. This is him doing Whitney Houston.
Oh my god, it's been days. It's been days. I'm sorry, I
Yep.
forgot. But in
Yep.
fairness, it's true.
Yep.
Every gay has a jukebox of songs in their head that's just pre-installed. This is one of them.
Yeah. I mean, everyone should have this one pre-installed.
That's true.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, who else can carry these notes that way? Telenovela, that's who.
Texting me from inside of the house?
I didn't text you.
Oh no! The drunk piece of shit stole her phone, and that phone had pictures of them kissing on it, and now he's threatening to now he's threatening to, like, blackmail them. Did he already do it? Oh, I don't like waiting for these things. Wanna just tell me?
You took pictures of us having sex?
Well, I mean, art is art.
This could destroy my career.
You shouldn't take pictures of things that you know you probably shouldn't take pictures of.
There's a line, but just because you did doesn't mean someone else has the right to take them from you.
Oh, that's super duper true. Like, that's super
Well,
duper
because that's
true.
always the really crappy argument of, like, whenever someone's nude photos get leaked or something, they're like, well, you shouldn't have taken them in the first place. It's like, well...
Oh, no.
Was it the smart- No.
That's very
No.
different. That's very different. Everyone owns their own body autonomy, and naked pictures are a very different subject matter than casually sneaking photos
Okay, that's
of your...
of someone else, yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That being
Big
said...
diff. Body autonomy.
Absolutely. That being said, this has no right whatsoever, and he's being a...
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, we know he's a...
I mean,
he's...
portraying himself accurately.
Yeah. As a...
One of those. Whole of those. All of them.
A lip...
He's gonna blackmail me.
No, because
We're gonna figure this out.
No, I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna get the phone back and the pictures back and everything. It's my fault, and I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
She might have made the mistake, but she is taking responsibility for it.
I give her credit too. She really nailed that sound that you get when you're really trying not to cry.
The panic.
Yeah, the throaty kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, nailed that.
There are no weak links in this cast.
No, it's
remarkable.
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever not checked your email while waiting for a coffee?
Just so we're clear, cloning a phone takes a bit more time than it does in the movies. Just, I mean, I know that movies speed things up, but just so we're clear, the next time that you want to clone someone's phone and you want to use it with technology that you got off the dark web, that's fine, but just give yourself a solid 10 minutes, 20 if they're photo heavy.
Bribe the barista to
Yeah.
mess up their coffee order a couple of times,
Yeah.
and then you'll be good.
Yeah. Yep.
By the way, we don't condone theft.
I thought we were clear. Who is this? Is this Nomi? I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Ooh. That got scary.
Real quick.
That was like, ooh. We're getting into the suspense part of this.
We are in
Yeah.
the latter half of the season.
Oh, God, that's right. Oh, God, that's right. This is when bad things start happening.
Start? She's already nearly been lobotomized, and...
That is not a... All right. But she wasn't, so it wasn't a bad thing. It was a possible bad thing. That's a very common misdirect, okay?
I'm sure that brings her great comfort.
Nothing bad has happened to these people yet. It's about to.
WWNDD.
What would Nancy Drew do?
I sense a costume opportunity.
I love how they managed to take breaking and entering and make it something fun. That's
I
cool.
sense a costume opportunity.
That's great. And also,
Yeah.
it's true. All of the best opportunities in life deserve their own costume.
They do. They really do.
That's why it's important to have a really big closet.
Oh, the dream. One day. Aww.
Oh, this is lovely. Are these actually her friends? Does she even know these people? Are they just hired extras?
Van Damme is her friend.
I mean, yeah, but what?
Nothing like a children's birthday party to cover illegal activities.
Is he pulling a Jason Bourne? Really? In order to trust you, you must murder this man. You must trust me that I know who he is and you don't. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like it.
Am I willing to let my business perish? To let the life I've made for my daughter be destroyed by greed and stupidity?
That's a very good way to teach someone a lesson.
They'll never ever forget it.
Bloody.
Oh my god.
What?
Mr. Vampire over here.
What's this?
You sounded a little bit too excited about that.
Look, man. Sometimes, in order to maintain our perfectly youthful skin in our 350s is difficult. The assistance of blood helps. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Did you know that movie blood is usually never actually the color of blood, but depending on the lighting they use, it's either like orange or really light pink? You can get it flavored, too. Ever had mint
Which, if
flavored?
you have to spit it out, I would recommend.
Oh, art. Angel art. Huh.
That's not a reference to anything.
Nah, man. No such thing as references in movies.
He doesn't even have porn stashed away.
No porn. He is weird.
I love how that's her barometer. Ooh, I love her pants.
BFFs with Cheney.
Ew.
He's gotta be evil.
I mean...
That is a good barometer right there.
That's also fair.
Oh, they're not pants, it's a skirt. Cute. Oh, it's very Nancy Drew.
She's in heels, too.
We're close!
Please, can you help me?
What did we say about Van Damme when they got pulled over? The pretty girl is always the decoy?
Every time you see a pretty girl, it's because she's bait. Every time. Literally every time.
Well, thank you.
Oh, what would all the damsels do if I left the city?
Oh, God. Seriously, she doesn't even look
She's
trustworthy.
literally backing away.
Oh, yep, here it is. The death moment. Ooh! That killed him hard. My. Oh, wow.
Was it episode 1 or 2 that you predicted he would get shot?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, didn't like that.
He had the face for it.
Ah, but it's movie glass, so it never actually cuts you.
Yes, yes.
But that's not what happens in real life.
No, in real life, he'd be very mangled from all that.
No, because they need someone alive to show them where the diamonds are. And
Oh,
all that
yes,
shit,
yes,
yeah.
yes, all of that good stuff. Oh, are they gonna assault him?
Know me.
Hi, Dr. Metzger.
That'll stall him.
That will stall him.
Go ahead, Doc. Make my day.
Make my day.
The 1-2 punch of the pepper spray and the mallet, like that's a decent combo right there.
It is. That would very much so be a painful. That would hurt. Oh.
There was one of my favorite quotes from Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. She said, "There are very few threats that can't be dealt with a decent hammer."
Ooh. Ooh.
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's effective and it's a great household item.
Ooh. Twisted.
But effective. Again, if that's all you've got at your house and you need to protect yourself, it's gonna do the job.
Oh yeah, the blood drinker's the creepy one. That's fair.
I am teaching self-defense here.
All right.
Was it Dr. Matheson?
How do you know that name?
I called him. We had a little chat. Who is he, Doc?
Know me.
Jonas?
You've got to get out of here.
Jonas?
Why?
He's coming.
Who?
Whispers.
Who is Whispers?
Oh my God, you've killed us all.
Ooh, the creepy dude. The original creepy. Oh no.
Atta girl.
Yes. So the zombie is not a zombie.
Not quite.
Of course you get shot in the head. Ooh.
He got his own little lobotomy.
Ooh, so the scary evil Dr. Dude can control minds. That's awesome and creepy. Oh! Oh, they always end my episodes too fast.
We now have the creepy guy from the opening scene of episode 1 has come back.
Yes, yes. Whom I recognize. He plays another creepy guy in a different sci-fi TV show that I love.
He's good at playing the creepy guy.
He is great at playing the omnipotent creepy guy. I love it. Oh my God, that was so good. We're building up to something here, and I love it. And I definitely feel like these next 3 episodes are going to be really intense and really action-packed, and we're going to see them interacting, like probably IRL for the first time now, which is really cool. I'm excited for that. It was just, I feel I'm struggling a little here because I have forgotten the first half of the episode.
I know. We forgot to do a recap. Yeah, what happened in the first half of the episode? We met Bug.
Yes.
Nomi's friend.
Yes.
Who we adore.
Yes. The weirdo hacker who was just like, Mike! Not Mike! Awesome!
And just ran with it because that is what you do.
Yeah, man.
Hernando posed as Lito's bodyguard.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then and this was the same episode where drunken
Joaquin.
Drunken
Yeah.
drunken showed up and was just in their apartment
In the creepy mask.
and then was thrown out, but he wasn't actually thrown out because he obviously took the phone and left on purpose.
Well, that whole
Sneaky.
scene where like she tries to get her phone, he grabs it, the purse, everything falls out of the purse. In the chaos, that's when you grab it.
Yeah, man. Smart, evil. Evil, smart.
Yep. So Van Damme, the biggest thing obviously happened toward the end of the episode.
Where he casually watched another man lose his hands. Just a fun, casual, light reminder from your new employer about the consequences of your first strike. Yeah. I wonder what happens if you...
Yeah, we're not going to go there right now.
Cool.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We're going to get to that bridge? Cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
So mean. So mean to me.
You're mean to me too. This is a very sadistic relationship we have.
I was about to say, I thought you were about to say this is a very well documented
occurrence.
That too. It's true.
That too.
It's true.
Yeah. All right. So Kala, we had
her and Puppy Dog really having an interaction, and an almost kiss, and I'm very excited to see where that goes because I mean, like, she's supposed to marry some other dude in like days, man.
And some dude from Germany is now saying, "I'm about to hop on a plane
just to come visit you." Just to come.
He feels the call.
What I liked about this episode, and what I really enjoy, not just about this episode, but about them in general, is that as we learn more about them, we see their differences, right? Puppy Dog is very scientifically minded, not a big believer in religion, probably comes from his youth of well, not a great youth. And then you have Kala, who is a scientist, an actual verified scientist, but who is still very strong and connected with her faith. And this shows how one subject matter can be viewed completely differently by two completely separate people, but still be one subject matter.
And it doesn't have to be one or the other. There are tons of combinations and permutations of ways to approach all these different things when it comes to science and religion and everything in between.
Now, we all have our different opinions, and what's glorious about that is that you can display these different opinions and still have a connection with another person, which I think is actually quite beautiful. So this is one of those episodes, this is like, do you know when you finally get to the front of the line on a roller coaster? Not like the very front of the line, but like
it's in sight. You're the next group.
Yes, exactly. And it's like you figured it out. The math is right. You know that when you're in front of the line, you can ride the front of the roller coaster.
And you're seeing it. You're seeing the excitement of the people going, and you can just see the edge where it jumps up, but you can't see anything else. And you're just like, oh, it's almost here.
That's where this is at. That's where this ended. So the next
Great
episode.
Analogy.
Thank you. The next episode is definitely going to be us sort of getting on the roller coaster and maybe the click, 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 click as we go upwards because...
Oh, I miss roller coasters.
Theme parks, man.
Anyway, you were saying?
I want to go to Disney soon.
I want to go to Six Flags. I'm like a roller coaster person.
Oh, God, I would so do Six Flags. It's been years.
Same. I don't think I've been to Six Flags since, like, Senior Ditch Day or whatever. What was it? No, not Senior. It was like the all-nighter that we had.
I didn't go to that. I wasn't your...
What is it called, though?
Be nice to go on a roller coaster again.
That does sound fun.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be our 10K. Because we are approaching 1,000 subs. We are getting very, very close, which means Patreon for you guys, but also food for us. Because we are
hungry.
We're hungry, but we have a very special food plan for when we hit 1,000 subs, but we have to celebrate something for 10. So maybe we'll do.
Oh my God, that'd be such a fun idea.
Six Flags or Disney for 10K.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, if we get to 10K, we might just have to do Six Flags or Disney, and we'll take some pictures for you guys.
Pictures, videos, the casual things.
Strap a GoPro to our heads and just go about our day.
I'm trying to imagine you in a GoPro helmet. I am. It's a very cute image.
Thank you. Thank you. But I think we're gonna leave it there for now because we again, had to cut off halfway through, and there's a lot happening in this episode, but it's very much leading into a lot happening in the next episode.
Yes, no.
So
this is exciting. I'm excited. I hate the fact that I have to wait days to watch the next one. But
well, fewer days than it would have been if we hadn't cut off midway through.
That's
so
true.
You kind of got to spread it out.
That's true. If anything, the blackout that we had was basically divine providence.
All right, well, we're going to leave it there. Thank you again for watching. We appreciate all of your likes, all of your comments. If you haven't subscribed, by all means, please do that. We love to hear from you, and we appreciate your support.
Click the button.
The big red button. The big red, you can't miss it. Big red button.
Down.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye. All right, bye, guys.